My father looked me in the eye and told me I was no longer his daughter. He said it like the words were acid burning through his tongue. And the worst part? He believed every lie that was fed to him. 6 months later, I placed a single folder on his desk, evidence that shattered everything he thought he knew. Now the same sister who destroyed my life is the one begging me for help. If you had told me a year ago that I'd be writing something like this, I would have laughed. I used to read Reddit posts about families stabbing each other in the back, siblings sabotaging each other, parents choosing favorites, and I'd think, wow, I'm lucky. Thank God that's not me. I actually felt secure, loved, respected. My career was rising. My family felt solid. And the person I admired most was my father, Frederick Donovan. He didn't just raise me. He raised a company. I'm 31 years old. Until recently, I was the vice president of operations at Donovan & Associates, my father's consulting firm. A business he built from a cramped garage with nothing but a few donated chairs, a coffee maker, and one client who took a chance on him. 30 years later, that tiny dream became a company with more than 200 employees across 3 states. To me, Donovan & Associates wasn't just a job. It was a living thing. I grew up with it. I watched my dad miss birthdays, skip family vacations, and sleep on office couches to make sure it survived. My mother, Beatrice, stood beside him through every failure, every success, every sleepless night. Together, they turned sweat and sacrifice into legacy. And I wanted to honor that. So when I joined the business 8 years ago, even though I had a shiny MBA and every reason to walk into a cushy role, I insisted on starting at the bottom. I answered phones. I filed paperwork. I brought coffee to meetings where I wasn't allowed to speak. I took notes in rooms where the deals being made could change someone's entire career. And I listened. That was my education. 5 years later, I became director of client services. By year 7, I earned the vice president title. Not handed. Earned. My father and I worked like a perfect machine. He shaped the vision, I made it happen. Those were the best years of my life. But every story has a turning point. Mine arrived wearing perfect makeup, carrying a 7-year-old, and pretending to smile. My older sister, Francesca. She's 34. Married to a man named Damien, mother to a sweet kid named Adrian. On the outside, she looks like the suburban dream, 2-car garage, cute kid, husband with a successful business. It was easy to think she had it all figured out. But appearances lie more convincingly than people do. Francesca always saw my accomplishments as weapons aimed at her. I was the straight-A student, the scholarship kid, the one who walked across the graduation stage to cheers while she stumbled through community college and never went back. My parents supported us equally, I have no doubt about that. But to Francesca, every time they were proud of me, they were ashamed of her. She turned my success into her failure, in her own mind, and resentment took root early, like weeds choking everything good. It got worse when she tried working at the company before me. She quit after 6 months, calling it toxic. Later, I learned she'd been caught manipulating expense reports. My father could have fired her publicly, but he let her resign quietly to save her dignity. She never forgave him. Or me. What I didn't realize was that while I was building trust and responsibility, she was building something else. Access.